everyone, it's Tom here. We're back with another episode of Battle Rap Resume. And, we've been coming back with guests that I never got a chance to speak to back in the day and who were very highly requested. And, my guest today, he doesn't have as many battles as you think, really, but the impact is undeniable. The love, the fandom is there. Like, who isn't like, who doesn't dig Wizards battles? Wizards, how's it going, man?
Yeah, all good, mate. How you doing?
I'm good. And the first thing I wanted to ask is it was interesting. We'll get to the Sizz battle. And at the
Okay.
end of that, you guys have a little interview and you make it clear. You're like, look, I'm a producer. I'm not a rapper. I'm a producer. Like, so where did the like producing start for you? Was this like at school or?
Uh, yeah, it was actually at college,
Mm,
which is where I met Sis. Funny enough,
mm.
I don't know if he's told you that because he had an interview, didn't he?
We did do an episode. I should have went back and listened to that actually. I can't really. It was a great episode, but yeah.
Yeah, I've actually listened to it. But yeah, I started making beats around that time,
Mm.
and I did music tech in college, and then I met him there. Like he was making beats in the studio, and I think I literally popped my head in and was like, someone's beats sound a bit better than mine in there. And just was like picking his brain and met him there, and then we've been like really good mates ever since. So like,
Hmm.
yeah, I started producing there. My brother taught me how to produce, um, but like I was never really into rapping that much, but like
Yeah.
I loved rap music, so I always wanted to like do it
Mm.
as a, just like a bit of fun. But yeah, literally probably like 17 started making beats and then started rapping on them as well. Like soon after that, and then me and Sis became really good pals, and like
Yeah.
formed a group, OSBs, if anyone remembers
Of
that.
course. I mean, referenced in many battles,
Yeah, so yeah, I've always been like serious just about the production stuff, and that's
Mm.
what I enjoyed more. And I'm lucky because that's my full-time job now. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
crazy.
and the name Wizard, was that something that happened then?
You know what? I hate that name, but
I was just thinking, like, there's nothing on it. It's just Wizard. It's
yeah,
like a,
it's too late to change it.
yeah, no, I mean, you've established it to be fair,
Well,
but like,
that came from me playing basketball as a kid. So like
right,
my
okay, the
mate,
washing.
yeah, my mate
Yeah,
used to record like me playing street ball and basketball when I was like
right,
13,
right, right.
13, 14.
Okay.
And he used to make like little compilations, and then I think there's even a clip from like on YouTube from when I was like
Oh,
14
damn.
years old,
Okay.
and my name is Wizard on that.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, when
Yeah.
I started making beats, I was just like, just go with that name. Loads of imagination, I know.
Well, it's on your verse tracker actually. Your first battle is another guy called Wizard
No
from
way.
Jump Off in 2004. He's also known as Blind MC. That's what they call him in
Brilliant.
brackets.
That's good to know. Yeah.
It's a not like I watched it thinking, oh, is this was Wizard on, but it
No,
wasn't
no,
you.
no.
So Sis had been battling quite a bit. Your first battle is with him as a two-on-two partner, and he'd
Yeah,
actually, he'd been in like the very early battles versus Kruger and Enlish. He battled
yeah,
Adam the Rapper, Ark, Lego. Like, how
yeah.
was it for you as a close friend of him, seeing him like kind of rise for this exciting new league?
It was wicked, man, because I used to just go along like and watch
Yeah,
him. So I don't know if you like if you watch his old battles, you probably see me in the background just
right, right,
like.
right. God,
So I was always like, I think we were making music by then, and we were doing shows and that like a
mm,
little bit. And he was like got into the battle and stuff, and then I used to just go along for a laugh and stuff.
yeah,
And I used to watch it. It was amazing. Like I couldn't believe he would even get up there and do that. Like
yeah.
there's even the thought of that when I was like that young used to be like terrifying me. I'd be like, I can't do this.
Hmm,
It was
hmm.
just too nerve wracking. But yeah, he smashed it, man. He smashed
And
it.
what was the change then for you? Was it just like, right?
Everyone used to say to me, like, because I used to go to these Brighton open mics, which you've probably heard about, like from previous guests,
Yeah,
the Slip Jam B stuff.
right.
So, like, everyone used to go there and do like ciphering and get up on the stage, and there would just be like open mic stuff going on. So, like,
Mm.
Enlish used to go, Enlish, Seaslin, Sis, like Rag
Was
and
that
Bone.
like Rum Committee or was that
Yeah,
prior to
Rum
that?
Committee,
Yeah.
all those boys used to go
Mm.
there. Even Rag and Bone Man was there, like
Yeah.
rapper, which is mad. And then I used to go there as well, like and then I got up on stage a few times and spat some verses, and like they were
Mm.
all received because I was just like had ridiculous, funny, stupid bars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then everyone used to set when the battling started off, like after Slip Jam, like they used to go and battle in the park in Brighton. I don't know
Hmm.
if it was filmed. I don't even know if it was filmed back then. Like it might have just been a bit of like
Damn.
fun
Yeah,
in the
just
park. Yeah,
lost media.
yeah,
Like,
literally. And then I used to watch that, and everyone used to go, "You should battle. Like you would kill it."
mm,
And I always used to be like, "Oh, I can't. I don't see myself doing that."
yeah.
And then yes, is like convinced me to do this 2-on-2 against Giz and
Against
Kong.
Prince
So,
Kong. Yeah, yeah, which is yeah, your first battle. This is Don't
first
Flop
battle, yeah.
Brighton 4. And you're really into the fire there, really. I mean, these Prince Kong and Gizmo are both great in this battle, and they were quite seasoned at this point. It was quite
Yeah,
difficult, I think, situation.
definitely. Yeah, it was, man. Like, but we just had, I don't know, I've always been like, because I was doing like gigs and that before I'd even battled, I
Mm,
thought like I was quite confident
yeah.
in a way, like to just go up there and spit bars because obviously it's different doing a battle than performing a track.
Hmm.
We used to like we've even been kicked out of gigs before from like some of the bars we used to spit like really offensive shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I was thinking like to battle in Brighton in front of a drunk crowd, like I'm not that
Yeah.
bothered about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So
True.
I think I was obviously nervous, but I thought at the same time, like, what's the worst that's going to happen? Like, it would just be a laugh, won't it?
Yeah.
And I know like Rum Committee anyway, so I thought
Hmm.
it would just be a laugh at the end of the day. But yeah, that was my. I can't believe that was my first battle, man. That's crazy.
It's a good battle. I'd actually never seen this battle before
Really,
until
yeah. To
doing
be
these
honest, I've
notes.
probably watched it once and never watched it again.
It's just like it's early Don't Flop, but it's
Yeah,
there's like sponsors at the start. There's a little
yeah,
bit of editing to it.
right.
Spunky clothing is mentioned.
Pause. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And Rare Kind Records and all
Holy
these,
shit. Yeah,
you
yeah. I used
know,
to go in there and buy vinyl and stuff.
exactly,
Cool.
all these things are there. And the crowd are good and it's single camera and
Yeah,
it's a good
man.
vibe. And speaking of people in the crowd, Frankie Kokoza was there. I don't know if you remember that guy.
Bloody hell. Yeah, was he the cokehead or whatever?
Yeah, he was on X Factor and then he had to leave and then he was on Celebrity. He was kind of a Harry Styles
Jesus.
kind of figure, wasn't he,
I
for a
don't
bit?
remember him being in the crowd. That's mad.
Yeah, he is. He was pointing out there, but he I was doing a bit of research. He's from Brighton, so I didn't know if
Right,
he
yeah,
maybe was
sure.
in certain
Yeah, maybe.
circles,
Like
but
there used to be a few people pop up in the battles.
yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah,
Like
Rizzle kicks you see regularly and like
definitely. I think I was in the background of that battle, Rizzle and I think I judged that, Rizzle and Seaslin.
oh damn. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to
I
go back and
judged
watch
that
that
battle.
properly. But yeah,
Yeah.
that is I mean,
Few
so they
celebs.
so Gizmo starts. OSB stands for what? Can you remember? He gives two definitions of what it actually
No,
stands for.
tell me.
He says overweight steroid boy, an oversized beak.
Brilliant.
It's decent.
Crazy. What was my opening line? Do you remember?
I do. Gizmo likes jizz.
Loads.
Likes jizz loads.
Brilliant.
Wears
Yeah.
kids' clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of thought went into that.
I mean, the loads does help it. I forgot the loads there,
Yeah,
but
man.
at least it rhymes. But yeah, I mean, the crowd liked you, but this was before you sort of
Yeah,
cultivated that certain like proper satirical kind of, I guess,
yeah,
ironic sort of element to it.
yeah,
And it was more
yeah,
just like it's Don't Flop, it's 2010. You fuck kids, I guess. Like
yeah.
it's kind of that's what a lot of the bars were.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like about us when we used to do gigs, like some of the bars I used to, like, if you listen to old OSB's songs,
Mm,
like the bars are so ridiculous and offensive that I just, I just transitioned that into battling. I was like, I'm just going to
yeah.
say the harshest shit, and I don't actually really give a fuck. So,
But they do give you some faint praise, I suppose. They speak about tracks with Verb T,
yeah,
Pace One and stuff like that.
yeah,
So even then
yeah.
you were working with a lot of people in the scene and
Yeah, that's it, man. I was
mm,
always like just focused on producing. So like the battling thing was just a bit of fun, really. So and it was actually a really cool way to like link with people and ended up producing for like probably like 80% of Don't Flop battling.
mm, mm.
So like
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm really looking forward to getting onto the birthday beats and stuff that you did. Like,
yeah,
those are some iconic piece of like battle rap history there. But
nice
yeah, I
one.
think Gizmo and Kong are really strong in this battle,
Yeah, they're
actually.
good. They're really like synced well, aren't they?
Oh,
Like,
that's so. And the whole Kong was like, his nose needs reuniting with the stones on Easter Island. Like, that's
oh,
the
it's
ending. And
such a
it's like,
hard bar, isn't it? That's
yeah.
so, even now, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, love that bar. And like, what was it? Wizard got his name shooting dice down the game's workshop.
That's cool as well.
And yeah, the crowd love it really. And
Yeah.
I'm sparking things you do say, and it does get a huge reaction. And that
Is that in that
presages so
battle?
much.
Is that in that battle?
That is in that battle right at the end, yeah, in your third round.
Crazy. I think that literally just came from me, like I don't know, like if you notice, but some of the battles, like my setup bars actually get more reaction than the
Oh,
punch,
definitely, yeah.
which like used to throw me off a bit because I'd be like, I've got this really good, well, what I thought was a really good punchline, and you're
Yeah.
laughing at the setup more. But so I
Yeah.
think that's what sparking things came
Mm.
from, like, and then I thought because it was people laughed at it, I used it in a few more battles as like a little slogan almost.
But like, I mean, Sis is fantastic in this battle as well. Like,
Yeah,
obviously, he's taking the lead. Obviously, he's a more experienced battler in this
sure,
way.
yeah.
They do get some huge reaction, Kong and Gizmo. But he points out at the start of the third, it sounds like you brought all a port Slade here and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
he's a
Home
very
crowd.
aware battler.
Yeah, it was a bit of a home crowd advantage
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
oh yeah,
But
inevitably.
Brighton crowds are always actually really good, man. So I
They
enjoy
are, they
it.
are. Like, I, I wonder when the last battle event was in Brighton. To be honest with you, thinking back, they don't seem to
Yeah,
be
I
there
don't
anymore,
know,
really.
man. I don't follow it anymore, so I
No,
don't really know if they battle in Brighton or not.
on some sort of level, but I don't think like Premier Battles, for example, or I know you don't really follow it, but like even
No,
Don't Flop, I don't. Maybe they've been back a few times, but yeah, it's a 4-1 decision to Romcom, and
jeez, yeah,
again, it wasn't like a beating. Like they were very good, you were very good. It's a really
yeah,
fun
yeah.
battle to watch. Like, how did you feel after?
I felt good to get it out of the way, to be honest.
Mm,
Like, I wasn't really bothered about when battles used to be judged. I didn't really care, like, because I just thought it doesn't matter. It's a bit of fun. We're not getting paid. I don't think we're even getting paid back then for anything.
no, no, 100%.
So I wasn't really bothered. And like I said, because I didn't take rapping like that seriously, um, didn't bother me to lose. But it was good fun, man. I had a really good time, and like the buzz from battling was awesome. So like
Hmm.
it made me want to do a solo, like definitely after doing that 2-on-2. So I think I don't know if my next battle was another 2-on-2 or it was
It
a
is
solo
with
battle.
yes, and again, you face another incredible team in Tenshu and Lego.
Oh fucking hell! Was that the next battle?
That is the next battle. Yeah, that is the next
Jesus,
battle.
yeah, that I remember that. That was I think there was like some massive football match on that day. I can't remember, but the crowd were like super drunk and hype. And then
Yes.
obviously Tenchu and Lego are fucking crazy good. So
Yeah, yeah,
tough
yeah.
one, man. And I think I had a chest infection as well that day, so that was great.
Well, it's the doubles tournament, and it's the opening intro is sick. I don't know if you remember. It's like the arcade Street Fighter like
Yeah,
animation thing.
that was
Like
it.
it
That
still
was
looks
actually
really
well said.
good.
Yeah,
Like
that was it. Was
it's
that
aged
Kruger?
really well.
Was that Kruger editing?
No,
Or
I don't think it was. It was two other guys I didn't recognize, and
okay.
Pete Cannon supplied the beat on that.
Sick,
But
yeah.
But yeah, it was sick. This is the second battle of the day. And yeah, makes reference to this. I think you're right with the football match because he does say, "Oh, we just found out that Lisa shot Phil." So he's trying to
Jeez, that shows you how long ago
It's
it
a
was.
crazy reference that is. I mean, yeah, and you see English with the England, the red football top. There's all these markers throughout. But
Yeah.
yeah, Season's in the crowd, Rag and Bowman's in the crowd.
Ed
It's that sort of
Sheeran. Ed
era.
Sheeran
Ed
was there.
Sheeran judges the battle. Yeah,
Fucking hell, that's
which is
crazy,
just,
isn't it?
I mean, of all the people associated with battle rap who have gone on to huge things, it's unfathomable, isn't
Yeah,
it? What happened there?
mad. Yeah, it was a crazy time, really. I
Mm.
think back on it, it's mad that it was so popular, but it was wicked, man. I had a really good time. Like that battle was cool as well.
Yeah, yeah. You
Obviously,
hold up a Joe Gutter shirt at the start. What's that about?
Joe Gutter is he's actually changed his name now. He's called Benji Baker. Shout out to him.
Mm.
He's a really sick rapper from up north. Him and Sis have literally just released an album as well. So
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
go and check that out.
So it's just someone you produced for.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
produce for him quite a lot, and I think he gave me some merch, so I thought I'd shout him out. We probably released a mixtape back then or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
Um,
it's a great crowd. It's a great audience. You spot a lot of people in the back there. There's like Cystics there, Mr. 13's there. There's just,
yeah,
if
man.
you know, sort of thing. It's like quite
Yeah,
a seasoned
definitely.
crowd.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm sparking things again, you say in the first. And Sis even finishes the bar. You say it and just gets a huge reaction, and Sis jumps in, and then you finish it. Like it was mad that it
uh,
became such a like people loved that you were saying this. I guess it was very fresh. Like,
yeah, it was like I don't know, like a just a slogan, wasn't it? Like you're known
yeah.
for saying that. But I don't know if I might have dropped it after that battle. Or did I carry on saying it? I can't even.
It comes up a few times in a few different manners there, but
Yeah.
yeah, they sort of clown the sparking things thing at the start
Uh,
of theirs.
yeah. I
It
did
looks like
remember.
yeah, go on.
Yeah, Tenchu. I remember Tenchu was believed that I was actually mixed race the entire time.
Yes, he does mention that
Yeah,
actually.
and at the
Yeah.
end of the battle, he was really confused when I told him I wasn't, and me and Sis were just cracking up. Like, he's like, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
believe he
Well,
actually
it's
thought it that
well, it's the Puerto Rican bar that you say.
way. Puerto Rican. That's amazing.
And yeah, he makes reference to that as well. And he says like,
Yeah,
"Why are you calling me that?" Essentially, is
yeah,
of
exactly.
all people.
Shout
So,
out those guys. Tenchu was amazing, man. I actually,
oh my god.
I think I listened to his interview with you before.
Mm.
Yeah, shout out to those guys,
Oh
man.
god, yeah. No, Tenshu's. I mean, one of his an amazing bar in the first from Tenshu. Wizard's going to need divine intervention. I'll remove your computer virus's protection and delete every beat in your entire collection.
Fucking
Like,
hell, that's sick.
yeah, 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 yeah. So
Yeah,
good, and
that's
just
amazing.
goes at it really. Compares you to Adam Sandler. Everyone's just laughing at you, not with you.
Wicked, amazing.
And the
Yeah.
Sis compares Tenshu to Graphic, Grind Time's even uglier brother, on a guy called Graphic. Do you remember who that was?
No, I don't actually, man.
Someone like that.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm sure he's probably pretty spot on if you Google.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. But it's interesting with this battle, isn't it? So it goes to the judging, and basically the judges vote in favor technically of Tenshu and Lego. They get two votes, you get one vote. There are two votes for OT though. So
Okay.
then basically overrules in some sort of like English version of this, and we go into OT. It's quite controversial. I'm glad they did it, but it's quite unusual, isn't it?
It's really weird. Like, even imagine battles going into OT now. It'd be
Oh my,
really
yeah, that is a
weird.
dead concept now. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's weird. But I think back then, like, we used to probably have bars ready for that in case it went to OT. Because
Mm.
you don't want to go into OT and you've just got freestyles.
Yeah, 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 of
Kind
course.
of want to be prepared in it. So, but
But
yeah, man, that was a cool battle as well. Lego is one of my favorites back then. He was so funny. Have you watched him and Sis battle?
oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's again
Really
very underviewed
funny.
battle. That is
Yeah, it's
early
so
battle.
funny,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, but no, yeah, Lego is extraordinary in this as well. Just the sort of like multi sequences that both
Yeah,
of them can go on that are always like surprising and funny and just yeah,
he always used to do
they're
impressions of his accent because his accent's so funny when he runs multis. But he
yeah,
was so good. He was
yeah.
so good.
And in the judging as well, like you say, Ed Sheeran is there, Skirmish is there, Rain's there, Plasma's
Crazy,
there. It's
wicked, man.
just
Yeah,
it's just yeah, you can't it's unimaginable really.
yeah,
And
crazy shit.
yeah, the OT, I mean, they take it quite cleanly. It's unanimous on the OT as it goes through.
Yeah,
And this was for the tourney. That I'm pretty sure they eventually win. So,
yeah,
and himself said at the start this could have been, one of the big battles. So it was
yeah,
still a
yeah.
great clash.
Definitely, man. Shame we got him in the first round, but it is what it is, isn't it?
Well, indeed. But you did then get your first solo battle
Yeah,
versus Stowaway. So how was this? How did this come together? And also, what was Don't Flop like at this time? So obviously, it was gaining a bit of ground, but it wasn't too popular. Like, was it fun to see
yeah.
it building? Or
Was cool, man. Like, I didn't
Hmm.
think it would get to where it got to. Like,
Yeah,
to be honest, like it was really popular even back then, but it was more just like quite niche.
yeah.
I think I think my stowaway battle was in Brighton too.
It's in this massive pub. Do you remember where it
Yeah,
was?
ginormous somewhere in Brighton. I don't
Yeah, it's
actually
cool.
remember.
There
I,
were loads of people there as well, and like often the camera will pan out and you'll just see people reacting all around to your
yeah,
bars.
it
Like it's
was
quite
really
cool to
busy,
see.
man. I think
Yeah.
I was nervous then, definitely because that was my first solo, but
Mm.
I was pretty prepared. Like, I always prepared well for my battles. I always went over my bars because I used to be a taxi driver for like 8 years
Oh right.
when I was younger, and then
Mm.
so I used to have loads of time
Oh,
to
that that is a good way of
literally
doing it.
driving
Yeah.
around in the taxi back
Yeah.
then, and like just going over my bars like
Yeah.
constantly. It was a really good way to learn and like
Hmm.
have them stored in your head. But yeah, I remember getting to that battle and it was hella busy, and I was like, "Fuck." And I think I was even rocking a fake Bart Simpson on a skateboard chain.
Yes, yes, you do have the chain on. Yeah.
Yeah. So, um, yeah, man, that was a really cool battle. I remember having some bars prepared that I thought would go down pretty good,
Hmm.
like the
The
Eiffel.
Eiffel Tower, the only nine you've ever held is hugging your little brother. You love nine, like
Yeah, I
nine
used that
and like
loads.
a child, young child. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I was
that's
like, what else can I say next battle about that?
and like, yeah, it's and this is the full commitment, right, to that sort of writing and those sort of bars, really. I
Yeah.
think this is the ultimate kind of early stages of it, right?
Yeah, like early stages of like
Hmm.
sarcastic, like gun bar stuff. I think why I wanted to do it, like I've always loved that style of. I love like gangster like rap back.
Mm.
I even love it now. Like I love like gun bars and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was watching loads of URL back then.
Hmm.
I thought no one in the UK is doing it really. Like I know obviously it was ironic and it was a joke, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, they weren't.
you still have really cool bars that are like
Yeah,
gun
definitely.
related. And I thought, fuck it, I don't even care if people get this or not, or I'm just gonna go there and say some ridiculous stuff. And it's like a mixed bag of like opinions doing that because some people obviously didn't understand like the irony of it. Some
Yeah.
people thought I was like being serious and stuff.
Yes. Yep.
But I think people from round Brighton that knew me or like knew I was taking the piss kind of could just see the funny side of it. Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think that actually, as time went on and I did more battles, that became the thing I was known for. So I just carried on doing it. So
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
was received pretty good like back in the day. So I thought I'd just carry on doing
Well,
it.
exactly. Yeah, and like the bars are sort of super creative and do make you think
Yeah,
and do give you that satisfaction of a gun bar.
yeah,
But it's sort
yeah.
of layered in this irony. I don't know. It just makes it stronger for me. I don't know.
Definitely, and I think you have to kind of know, like, because I mean, back in the day, like, if girls saw my battles, they'd be like, "I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about."
Yeah, yeah.
But like, you have to kind of know the references
Of
to
course you do.
punchlines. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, if, why is he talking about a llama for? What does that even mean? And it's like, you kind of have to know what that means anyway.
Yes,
So
yes. I mean, when I first started watching URL, I was a don't flop Grizz Blizzard baby, right? And that
yeah,
sort of world.
yeah,
And yeah, a lot of it I didn't understand until I just read a YouTube comment that was just like, if you don't understand it, it's a gun. Like, if anything you think whatever they're talking about, it's a gun. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Because yeah, biscuit, for example, which you
yeah,
say and
yeah.
which you love as well, comes up
There's
a lot
lo-
in your essays.
quite literally there's loads of like what's the word like slang for the
Yes, yes, of course.
Dunbar stuff, and the wordplay you can do with it is just like never ending.
Yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah.
I think me and Sis actually we had a round written before, or we had an idea where we were gonna. I wish we did it now. Like we were
Mm.
gonna do a whole entire round about biscuits and chocolate bars, but like correlate it to gun bars and
Yeah.
they literally for like a minute and a half just of biscuits. And it was it was I wish we fucking did it now.
I wish as
It would
well.
have gone down really well, to
Oh
be
yeah,
fair.
it would have done. It really would have done.
I
Yeah.
love all that stuff. I love those ridiculous bars where you're just like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean, you also invoke Sis. You said you got big guns, small guns, Sis ones with long noses, which is
Yeah, yeah. Did I say that against him or did I
you
say
said that
that?
against Stowaways.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
you
thought
did.
sometimes I feel like uh, it's hard to like write for battle because the worst thing to do as a battle rapper I found was like you expect bars to go off that you think are good,
Mm.
and when it doesn't go off, I noticed that's what makes some people choke like in the
Right,
battle.
right, yes, yeah.
They think they're going to get this massive reaction and they don't. But I remember having a few battles where I would reference people that people know. Like I remember in the Joker Starr battle, I referenced like headshot, red dot, like fam.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that went off really fucking good as well
Hmm.
because people like you clowning on other people that they know, whether it's
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it's
Catching the strays, just
exact
yeah.
catch the strays is what it's about
Hmm.
sometimes.
Hmm.
So yeah, that scissors bar I had to throw in there.
And yeah, I mean, throughout the whole battle, really, the whole end of the second waiting room, because when I make that appointment, all you're going to see is magazines.
That's actually still pretty fire, to be fair.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
That
Because
would
I
be
guess I
literally,
like your bars as well because they can be quite like very British, right? Very
yeah,
colloquial in
definitely.
there, sort of.
That was what I always wanted to do. Like, I
Yeah.
love really English, like references with like when it comes to battles and stuff, like because you're not going to get that in a URL battle or a King of
Mm.
the battle. So I thought no one's really doing like the English version of stupid gun bars. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
for
quite a
sure.
cool way to go about it.
But I mean, Stowaway's great in this battle.
Yeah, he was good,
Obviously
man.
had Stowaway on the show. Check out that episode. It was great to chat to
Oh,
him.
sweet. I will. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But 4-1, he takes it. Like,
Jeez.
how did you feel about that?
Again, didn't really care, but
Yeah.
like I've
Fair
but
enough.
but
You're a producer, like you say. I get it.
yeah, I never
Yeah.
really cared about that shit,
Yeah.
but it was just fun to do, man.
Hmm.
But yeah, he probably deserved to win. I think he's probably just more direct to me.
He was. He took you a bit like on face value a bit, and it's like, well, I'm just sort of
Definitely.
joking.
Like
So
if
yeah.
you're judging a battle and then someone's coming in just talking about magazines at a doctor's waiting room and like not relating too many bars to the person, I kind
No.
of get it. Do you know what I mean? But I didn't really care about that. I was just like, I want to go and spit some funny shit.
Yeah, for sure. And like obviously that comes with you versus Sis then, which
Yeah. Was
is a
that next?
rare thing in battle rap. That is next,
Right.
where two very close friends battle. It happens more than you think, and like it's always cool to see. You know,
Yeah.
happens a lot in like lower tier leagues where you don't even know these guys have history with one another. They're like best mates. But like you
Yeah.
guys fighting each other, obviously it's gonna be in these kind of parodic terms. You're not gonna like expose each other on some like old school stuff. But like how was this? Like, was there hype when this was announced? Because this is like a really like cherished battle for Don't Fop.
Yeah, man. I think it was a lot of hype around it. Like, I
Mm.
can't believe you're battling him. But I thought
Yeah,
people just expected it to be really funny and ridiculous, not serious at all. We didn't know any of the bars though, which was cool.
yeah.
Um, like we didn't obviously rehearse anything together.
No, no, no.
But yeah, it was fucking really good. That man, I fucking that was one of my favorite battles to do, just because it was super light-hearted and just funny as fuck. And he is one of the funniest people ever to me. Like
Oh
even
yeah, yeah, yeah.
his solo battles are just he's so funny, man.
No, you're right. Yeah, his delivery, his exasperation,
And so
coupled with
British
his
as well,
creativity.
like
Yeah.
so British, which I love.
Oh
And
yeah.
English was in the crowd screaming, like I don't know if you noticed in that battle, like
Yeah, the camera cuts to him. Like he's there.
he was the best hype man for both of us, to be fair.
Well, this is the 2nd of July, 2011. This went down.
Jesus.
Actually dates it, which is useful. Times Change tournament. And Pedro's up front. And I always wanted to see a Wizard versus Pedro battle.
Yeah, a few people said that before.
Yeah.
That would have been really fucking entertaining,
Yeah,
actually.
for sure.
Pedro's funny as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It
God,
would
yeah.
have been such a clash of styles as
No,
well,
for sure.
which makes good battles, doesn't it?
Oh,
So,
definitely, definitely.
um,
But yeah, I just thought about that when I saw it. But yeah, I mean, you bring out all the classics in the first round. The Black Nina called Simone.
fuck
You do
yeah.
like Nina Simone as well. She gets mentioned a few times.
Yeah, yeah, man. I used quite close to the bone. I used to mention like a lot of like black such and such. Like I
Well,
mean,
you did, yeah,
fucking
yeah,
hell,
you
yeah.
did.
But it was all part of the fun, man.
Oh,
Like,
of course, of course.
but yeah,
It's
Black Nina Simone bars. I had a few of them.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the Mary J. Blige as well,
Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah,
and yeah, and all those ones. Lionel Richie,
yeah, definitely.
etc.
It's never ending.
And also Sis's Polish girlfriend. She gets mentioned loads. God bless her.
Yeah,
Like she always
yeah.
seems to come up.
Shout out to Scissor's wife, man. She's amazing. But yeah, I mentioned her about. I can't remember what the bar was. Something
No,
about.
you said something like failing at the Olympics when I make the pole
Oh
vault or
no,
something.
it's failing in high jump the way I
High jump.
hit the pole. Yeah.
In the pole, sorry.
Again, like I don't know, that's just the way my mind works. Or it'd be like the way I used to write bars sometimes would just be literally like that magazine bar. I think I was literally
Yeah.
in a doctor's waiting room and saw some magazines and was like, holy shit, that could go down well. Like,
Well, I mean, you also have, I mean, like quite heavy bars where you talk about them getting married and you'll raise a toast. It's like
yeah,
there isn't really a punch there. It's just the imagery's strong.
yeah. And I was one of the best men at his wedding. So
Right, right, right. My
there was a
God.
few sort of bars that were like really relatable, but they're kind of like in-house sort of.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Some
for
people
sure.
won't get everything we said in that, but yeah, it was classic.
It really was, and a common thing. Sis attacks your arms, which always come up in battles as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Only ridiculously huge arms you've got are attached to your shoulders.
I I love his bar about my dad playing the guitar, slap me.
Oh no, you laugh at that, and I could tell that that maybe was a reference, right?
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Stuff like that when you know it's like personal but really funny.
yeah,
Yeah, I love those bars. Like they're not even punches sometimes, they're just stuff like that where it's so
yeah,
direct but like really
yeah.
funny.
Just the
And you
stark
need it.
imagery of the, yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. You and also he says he's going to wait outside the Hastings gym for you with some iron. There's a whole sequence there, like, he just goes all these places. Like, I love it.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And yeah, again, terrific battle. And as I say, there's that interview at the end, which we mentioned at the start, where you emphasize that you are a producer,
Yeah.
not a battler. But
Yeah,
you
yeah,
battled a few times. You battled, it's like your fourth, fifth battle, so.
yeah, man. Yeah, I was starting to get used to the whole like setup and performance of it, and I enjoyed it, man. Like the buzz from battling was amazing.
Mm,
Um,
mm, mm.
Obviously, it's nerve wracking, but the buzz you get from it when it's finished and stuff is incredible, man. And you meet some really cool people. Like the crowd are always good. Never had any problems and stuff. So everyone seemed to have a good time.
Yeah, yeah, and this is like a new era, really, of Don't Flop, and it's got
Yeah,
because the old era had like whatever thumbnail it wanted, and this era has the DF on the thumbnail, right? So this is
yeah,
like
it's
your
getting
first
serious.
DF thumbnail thing is scissors, and then at the end of that year you'll have Grist and Blizzard come out, and then
Yeah,
things will get gigantic. So you don't actually hop on until the Joker Star battle. It's basically a
right.
year out from battling at this point. Was
Yeah.
that any reason or?
No, I think I'd never wanted to battle much.
Mm,
It's really time consuming. Um,
yeah.
and because I didn't take it seriously, really, like, um, it would always be like, because I used to get offered quite a lot of battles and stuff like that. And I used to turn down a lot because I thought it doesn't really make sense to battle them. I'm not really interested in battling them. But like when certain battles come up, people I know or like respect and I think are funny or
Mm.
I never wanted to battle like anyone ultra serious.
Yeah,
I
sure,
just thought
sure.
like it's kind of not make any sense to me.
No, 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 yeah.
But when the Joke Star battle came up, I think I'd already produced a few songs for him back then, so I knew Joke Star, and so like, I was like, "Fuck it, this will be really cool."
Hmm.
So yeah, I agreed to do that one. But yeah, I used to take loads of breaks, man, and just hop back on and be like, "Let's give it another go," sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, no, Don't Flop was good for that because I remember being into Don't Flop early this time and not really knowing who you were because obviously, yeah, you
Right?
weren't on the roster, so to speak.
Nah,
But here
nah.
you were battling Joker Star, and this was the event after fourth birthday. So this is when Don't Flop are just, cresting and cresting sort of thing.
Yeah, man.
Like, what was it like for you to be like, holy shit, lunacy, this is going viral. Like this thing that
Well,
I did in Brighton is now,
yeah, it was
whatever.
crazy. Like,
Mm,
I couldn't believe it. Like, and then I remember getting the Joke Star battle was a bit different as well because it was an evening event,
hmm.
and it was packed. When I got
Yeah,
there,
yeah, it was,
I
yeah.
remember it was packed, and I was like, "Fuck." I think that is, to be fair, like to this day, that's my favorite battle I've done.
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
I had the crowd on a string that night, like not blowing my own trumpet, but like
Yeah, no, you did. You
I
did.
just I would. But I remember getting there. I traveled up there on my own on the train. And for some reason, I ate so much shit on the train before I got there. I actually made myself almost sick getting there. I spent like 15 quid on just shit food and ate it on the train on the way up there and felt awful. But I remember getting there and I was really prepared. But I got there and I had all these bars ready. And I remember I had quite a lot of tongue in cheek, like racist, but like, like
Sure.
bars, but like in a creative way where it's just stereotype stuff.
Mm.
But I got there and the crowd were probably like 70% black, and I was like, fuck. I don't know if I should spit these because I
Mm.
could I could get stabbed tonight. But
Yeah.
so I was like, fuck it. And I just went, and the crowd were amazing, man. They were all laughing at all the tongue in cheek stuff. And to be fair, yeah, that's my favorite battle I've done, man. Joke Star was really, really good as well.
Yeah,
So
Joker Starr was
it
terrific.
was a
And,
classic.
yeah, he in the stowaway battle, actually, he judged that and he was a big fan of your stuff.
Yeah, man. Shout
Um,
out to Joke Star. He's a legend.
no, he is a legend, actually. Yeah, he's but so what tunes had you done with him? Because he'd done a song with Verb T, More Dynamite, I remember around this time. That was a good tune.
Yeah, he was doing like some stuff with Jest and that back then, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
I can't
That's
remember
right.
the songs I've done for him. Like, if you just look it up on YouTube, Joker Star produced by Wizard, you'll find some stuff. I've done so much stuff that I can't
Well,
even.
that's the thing. You like you're. I mean, on Verse Tracker, they've got loads of your releases like Massage Parlor Music and That Work and whatnot. But on Spotify, it's like this endless like, archive. It
Yeah.
just doesn't stop with all these
Yeah,
EPs.
man, it's never ending. Like I say, that's literally my job now. So
Yeah,
I release music like twice a week usually. So
it's oh
and produce for
my
loads of
God,
people. Yeah, man, constant.
that is, and this would have been before. I'm just trying to do the timings now, so I'm just working out. So yes, sorry. So your first beat for Don't Flop was fifth birthday, right? Was that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
don't think maybe there was a fourth birthday beat. I
Or
can't remember.
checkpoint.
So
What was first? Checkpoint or
oh yes. So Checkpoint is your first beat, isn't it?
yeah, I think I did checkpoint one, two, maybe three.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I did fifth birthday, sixth birthday, seventh birthday, maybe.
Yeah, you did a
I
lot
did
of
quite
them.
a lot
You
of
did a lot of
intro
them.
beats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But yes, Checkpoint, which was Ur's 24th birthday, which
mad.
which dates us all, but it was
Yeah,
billed as
true.
that as well as everything else.
Yeah.
And you guys are back as a two-on-two pair. Versing, this is an unlikely style clash. This is. I'm a big fan of this battle. Versus Grist and Mixie.
That was so random. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was such a
because
random clash.
how did this come together?
I think just hit us up and said, "Was that checkpoint one then?"
This was Checkpoint One, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He said that was a big venue as well.
Hmm.
That's I can't remember where that was, but it was a big crowd on a stage. I
Oh,
don't
it's at
think
Ministry. It's at Ministry.
ministry. Yeah, it
Mm.
was heaving in there. Yeah, we just agreed to it. We're like, fuck it, why not? And I think Grist had come off the Blizzard battle,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought it would do well. It would get some good views, and I think it did pretty well, man. It was a good battle, and it was such a contradiction of styles. So we were like, why not? Let's just do it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we're
I
not
mean,
going to change the style up. We're just going to do the same stuff we always do
no,
again.
no, well, no, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. And they don't change their style up either.
No,
They
no, I know.
dissect you and they sort of say you're doing, and it's,
Yeah,
we'll get into it. But yeah, this is the first battle of the day, 3 p.m. This kicked it
yeah,
off. It's
man.
another heaving crowd. And that beat as well. I mean, people are, it's the bag it up, break it down beat. Like, to
Yeah.
me, that is as part of Checkpoint as any of the battles themselves. Like, how did it come together, you doing beats for Don't Flop? Like, how did that conversation start?
Um, well, like Kruger, I think I produced a few tracks for Kruger,
Mm,
and always used to like my beats and stuff. So they always used to say, like, "Do you want to do some tracks for the intro?" And I was like, "Yeah, definitely, man."
nice, nice, nice.
So yeah, I used to just send them stuff, and then they said, "Oh, can we use this for the intro?" And I was, "Yeah, why not? It's more exposure for me."
Hmm.
And I knew they were getting really good views back then, so
Yeah.
therefore that correlates to people going, "What's this song?" and then looking it up on Spotify wasn't around back then, but
No, no.
like
Like
SoundCloud and stuff.
Bandcamp and Sound, yeah,
Yeah, like
SoundCloud
I
and
made
yeah.
most of my fan base from SoundCloud, so
Hmm.
yeah, man, it was sick to do beats for them. I loved having
It's
my
so cool. It's so cool that you did that,
yeah,
and it's so cool that like an event had a beat like that.
yeah,
That
definitely.
doesn't
It
exist
hypes it up.
anymore.
It hypes it
Yeah,
up, doesn't it?
it does. It does
Everyone likes a
definitely.
good intro, so
Yeah, yeah, and I think I mean they're all fantastic and people recognize them, but yeah, they kick off and again, you're not changing anything, like you say. Up the wizard sleeve, Mohawks the Mister T.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember that was difficult to battle there because you had to project a lot more because the crowd
yeah,
was so big. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've done a big stage battle like that since then.
No, no. I mean, I
But
guess fifth birthday as well, versus
yeah.
DNA and Cortez.
Oh
But yeah,
shit, that was
that was huge as well. But I
yeah.
mean, but yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, you enjoy calling people pedophiles, what battle rappers don't. And unfortunately, because you're facing Grist, it's like on overdrive. It's like you're a
Yeah,
teacher. If we just need to say everything, straight
definitely.
A students getting the D, like
Yeah, I remember like that's an easy target for us.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Like we're not gonna hold back.
Got them well-oiled arms on show like the Chippendale.
Fucking hell.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that is an
These were
amazing one.
some of the bars that me and Sis had for two on twos, like we would have had in the stash, and then we
Mm,
would just like alter them a little bit more.
yeah.
And then we would like text each other or call each other, be like, right, I've got this bar. And then if we find it funny, Like really
Yeah.
use it. That's the way we used to treat the bars.
No, no, it's fantastic. But again, it's like I like how it's sort of 2013. It's like a bit more modern Don't Flop, more progressive Don't Flop.
Yeah.
But you say in your first round, you're like, after this, Mixie and Mark are sucking each other off at a Premier Inn. Like, it's like fair enough. Like, I love that.
Premier Inn is so British as well. I
Yeah,
fucking
exactly. The
love that.
Premier Inn makes it.
Yeah.
And like even the lookalike things, I think it's Wiz that said, I think it's yourself that says, clap and fire a Michael McIntyre. Because
Yeah.
Mixie does kind of
Yeah, he
like,
does look like a young McIntyre.
yeah, young Michael McIntyre there.
Yeah, classic.
But they mentioned at the start of their round that you guys requested this to be unjudged. Do you remember that?
I don't actually remember that, to be fair. No,
No.
I never really agreed with judged battles because it is what it is, isn't it? But like, so that's just someone's personal opinion going,
Yeah,
I prefer that style of rapping, therefore I thought they won. Like, if it's,
pretty much. Yeah.
but yeah, I preferred it to be unjudged, but I don't remember like requesting it. But
No, no, it's
soon,
apparently, yeah, because it's like you said you were going to win it in the first, and Mixie's like, well, it's ironic you say that because you didn't want this judged or whatever. And it's done as
yeah,
like this, like, ooh, sort of
yeah,
thing. But
yeah,
I
yeah.
know it doesn't
Fuck
really.
it. I think it soon died down that judging stuff after that, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then Premier Battles tried to bring it back, and then
Did they?
I mean, they did for a bit, and then you just sort of realize that, like you say, it doesn't really work.
Yeah, I
Like it just,
understand it if it's a title match or whatever. That's fair.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
But
for sure.
just
For
having a
sure.
record for battling,
No,
a bit
no, you're
weird.
right. You're right. But it's yeah, they're first as well. They clown a lot of Scissor's name, like the spelling of his name and the difficulty
Yeah,
of searching his name and the extra H and stuff. It's really funny stuff from them.
yeah, they're clever as
Um,
fuck. That's why it was such a good battle because we were like ignorant and stupid, and they
yeah.
were like really intelligent, sort of fought out everything. We were just like fuck it, and we'd talk about the Chippendales arms on stage.
Chip and well, it's like it's 2013 Wiz. So I love that there's a guy up front that just has a shirt that just says LMAO on it. It's just that's all it says on it. It's just
Wow,
like, that's
that is
that's that
so
era, man. That's that
yeah
era. But I mean,
crazy.
what one of my favorite bars ever from you guys is in the second round, like a shit supermarket because I've always got some sort of biscuits on offer.
Yeah, I would have definitely been in a shit supermarket the week before and thought of
The
that.
whole Aston Martin, you give Aston Martin
Yeah,
is
I love
yeah,
that bar. I
yeah.
love those like bars where I had a few of them, like Christopher
I was
Walken.
gonna say you're Christopher
Yeah,
Walken, yeah.
I love those like Aston Martin things where they sound the same but they mean different. That's just funny to me.
Not watching the opera, but I'm clapping at these posh fucks.
I love that.
I
I
love
love
that as
that.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, that is I literally though, I remember watching that battle. I was such a naive fan. And I didn't obviously clapping, I used that rule that I
Yeah.
learned before because I hadn't heard that before. So I was like, well, it must mean shoot it. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
clapping. But and then just lots of them being posh in the third, ride to work on the penny. You say that Gris looks like the English sketch menace, which very like specific reference. I love it.
Yeah. As well niche. You have to
Yeah,
know
that
these
is
sketch
well
menaces.
niche. But yeah, a terrific battle. Obviously not judged, but big crowd, first battle of the day. All of you go down really well. It must have been great.
Definitely, man. I always wanted to go first in
Mm,
battles to get it out of the way.
yes.
I wanted to enjoy the event, so we used to crest to or Bam or whoever was there and just be like, "Can I just go on first?" Like,
Yeah.
just to get it done. So yeah, man, that was a classic that battle.
Yeah, it was. It really was. And it wasn't too long before you were back battling again. You battled twice this year.
Okay,
This was the only time that I actually saw you, Wiz. I was in the building
no
for
way.
this
Which one?
event. Yeah, a fifth birthday. This was on the Saturday. That was a lead stylus, completely sold out. I've never seen Battle Rap like it before or since. This
Crowd was
was just
massive.
before,
Yeah.
it was enormous. Just before this most problem Rapunzel, the proposal had happened.
Holy shit! Yeah, I
Like
forgot
that
about
was all
that.
that time. But this was kind of the logical battle for you guys, wasn't it? Like you guys facing two Americans,
Yeah,
two
man.
URL guys. Like how did this start?
Like hit us up and said, "Do you want to battle at the fifth birthday?" And we were like, obviously, who? Because we knew it was
Mm,
going to be massive, and they were getting loads of American guys into battle. And I think when he said DNA and Cortez, I was like, I think DNA was like the most viewed battler in the world
oh
then
God, yeah.
by quite a long.
Yeah, yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
So and it would be a really good battle because they you know, they're quite ignorant and just spit gun bars and stuff as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah,
So we were like, fuck it, man, definitely. That's crazy to think we even did that now.
yeah.
Now I look back at it, like I've watched that battle a few times, and I remember being on that stage with Sis and just looking at the crowd, being like, "What the fuck are we doing? Like, this is mad! Like, how many
Hmm.
people there?" The worst part of the battle is when it's quiet at the beginning,
Yeah.
or before the camera rolls and they do the 3, 2, 1.
Hmm.
Everyone is silent. You can hear we could hear the ceiling fan going, like it's that quiet, and that's when
Yeah.
you shit yourself. But yeah, glad we did it, man. I
Oh, it
love.
was brilliant. I mean, it was rammed in there. Genuinely like a concert, it was rammed in there. Like there were so many people in
Yeah,
the crowd
man. I
and
don't
stuff.
know how
It
many
was
people were there, but it was probably the biggest crowd we battled in front of for sure.
lobster music advertised at the start.
Yeah, man. That's weird. Me and Scissor's
Hmm.
production name together. We still release a lot of music now. Um, but yeah, all that stuff's online. Just Google lobster music, and you'll find music, find the stuff. We probably had some t-shirts and stuff done back then. So
Oh, nice, nice. Well, I mean, we're recording this at the start of 2025, and this battle came out on New Year's Day 2014. So we're
fuck,
11 years removed from that.
that's crazy.
And it's crazy to think. Obviously, you guys you still do releasing loads of music and stuff, but you don't necessarily battle anymore. But DNA and Cortez, they're still pretty much top of the game. I mean, DNA hasn't battled in a little while, but
Yeah,
it's wild how consistent these guys are.
definitely, man. I was a fan of all that those two guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely DNA. Like I used to watch his battles all the time. I think I was
Hmm.
watching DNA even when really early on.
Oh, like
Like
grind time, like
he was hella young. Yeah,
yeah. That was a long,
he's
long.
awesome, man. Like, even I know some people don't like him, but I thought he used to like kill people in battles.
Oh yeah, no, he's consummate, definitely. Like I'm quite a fan
So
of his.
yeah,
Yeah.
when that battle came up, I was like, definitely, we got to do
Oh,
this.
you got to battle DNA. Like, yeah, DNA is a living
Oh
legend,
yeah,
as is Cortez. Like
definitely. Yeah,
they
it
both
was it
are.
was cool, man. I felt like they didn't take it probably as seriously.
No. They also had other battles as well,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
true. Yeah, true.
But yeah, it was like a nice kind of like you just being completely sincere to yourselves, them slightly baffled at like what you're saying, but
Yeah,
still
yeah. A lot of
kind
English
of being
references they wouldn't have got for sure.
no, for sure. Like, well, the primary school toilets, the way the nines
Yeah.
dump in, which is ginormous
They
part.
don't even call it a primary school, do they?
They
So
don't. They don't. Sis has a bar that doesn't really get reaction, but like I've seen like people quote this later on. I'm like a gang related Larry David.
yeah,
Great.
we were watching a lot of Curb back then, I
Yeah.
reckon. I remember
But
I remember looking at like DNA's face sometimes when we were dropping bars, just him like
yes.
baffled and what the fuck.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But what's interesting is they do like compliment your beats as well, like in the
Yeah,
battle.
I used to send beats to DNA and like Cortez back then. So I would have spoke
Right.
to DNA on fucking MySpace or something or
Oh,
Facebook.
damn.
Yeah, and like gave him beats, and then I don't even know if he was aware that was the same person he was battling until
Yeah.
we got close
Sure.
to the battle.
Sure. But DNA being DNA, being the pro that he is, he flips the Rapunzel most prob bar as well. Like get on one knee, let it ring, etc. Which of course is dynamite
Yeah,
in the room.
that's
Like,
that's that's crazy that bar.
yeah, it's you have the Christopher Walken bar in the second, the
Okay.
known for running gans like Christopher Walken. Saw you in the park yesterday with Christopher Walken. I love that
I
you're
love
in the
that.
park, you witness this. Whoever Christopher is.
Yeah, I love those where you just say someone's first name and they're
Yeah.
like, "Who the fuck?" Do you just say Christopher? Like it's got no relation to anything.
And I love as well at the side of the stage throughout your second, Ark is going crazy.
Yeah,
Like you do the
shout
whole
out to Ark. Yeah,
oh, I love Ark. Gun
yeah,
the
he's the
size of a
best.
horse, sea biscuits he loves. The oxtails with hot snails,
Yeah, oh, I love that bar
the
still.
Lonsdale on sale. Like,
Yeah. My favorite thing watching them back is like the guys I know in the back reacting who work for Don't Flop or like
yeah.
Ark and like reacting to it.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Funny.
Loves you, right? It seems like you're one of Er's favorite, but in terms of reactions, I
Yeah.
can't think of many more people that,
No, shout out to man. Yeah,
yeah,
he's always showed mad love.
truly, like, and like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's wrong for it, but it is like, it's something you notice. It's like,
Yeah, I remember some of
something
the
about it.
comments. Some of the comments people used to like be angry at him hyping me up too much.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those, but I mean, whatever. But I think There's something about Ur's voice and Ur's reactions and his laughter that I think can elevate things, though. It's not like annoying,
Definitely,
like it
yeah.
hypes you up as a viewer. Like,
He's heard everything, hasn't he? So
oh, for sure.
I'm sure
He's heard every
he's
bar,
heard
yeah.
everything. So he probably wants something a bit funny and refreshing to react to, rather than the same old stuff.
Any other memories from fifth birthday afterwards? Like,
The
did
whole
you?
event was
Yeah.
amazing to watch. Like really good, man. I remember just what battles were there? What was the main event there?
So you had well, Shufflo had the headliner versus C Major and Cracker. You had Tony D and Chris Lees,
Awesome.
Diz versus Yunnan. Like
Oh yeah, that was
there's a
awesome.
lot of battles that went Matter versus Quartet. Trying to think of other ones, but yeah,
Yeah, it was
huge
amazing.
card.
It was one of the best events I've been to, I think.
Oh, Arsenal versus Sharon, O'Shea versus Clips.
Was
Like,
it Kruger and Conceited?
no, that was at Checkpoint when you were battling Mixie
Right.
and Grist. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
that's probably what it
Oh
was.
my God, that battle. Yeah, that's
That was insane to
extraordinary.
watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely extraordinary battle. But you were still, battling here and there. So it was about 6 months until you came back for Shufflo, for
Yeah,
Marlo
man.
and Shuffle.
Had
Now,
to do
again,
that.
this is like, the dream of dream matchups. And I'm so
Yeah.
glad that it happened because there's some 2-on-2 pairs that Marlo and Shuffle didn't get to battle for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But, this worked out. Like, what did you think seeing them come through? Because you do say earlier in the battle, I invented bad bars. Like, did you see them as kind of as your sons?
No, I used to see them like react to bad bars, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, I always like was interested. I love watching them two battle. They're my favorites. Like even like now, they're
Oh
two of my
yeah. Oh
favorites.
God, yeah.
So yeah, when the battle came up, was like we have to do this, and I think it was in Brighton. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's at like a rec center or something. Where is it?
yeah, I think that no, I think that place was a pub or a bar. And it's
Mm.
actually a restaurant now, I think. But
Right, right, right.
yeah, that was a cool battle. I preferred like sometimes preferred battling at the smaller
Hmm.
venues. Like the
Yes,
intimate
yeah.
crowd is better sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
A
It's
bit,
it's it's great that you guys got the opportunity to do both, though. It's like you were around when
yeah,
Dovehop was really popping, so we did
yeah,
actually, and you guys were great on the big stage, like you say. But yeah, I agree here. It's like it's proper old school. It's like a raised platform more than
yeah,
a stage, and
yeah,
everyone's around, and you can
yeah,
see that you can see the menu, all the specials in the back, and like
yeah. I think the stage was literally on crates as well.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
And I think again, it's a like I don't know. Your guys' quality never wavered. Like there isn't a bad battle where you two battled. It's like, did you hold yourself to high standards, or was it just quite
yeah,
natural for
like
you? Or
I think so. Yeah, we always wanted like because we would have so many bars
yeah,
and have to cut out loads to fit
mm,
in the time or whatever. So we were always polished as well with the rehearsing. So we were always ready to go. And
yeah.
we used to, I don't know if you noticed, but like if you watch our battles often, when we say I've spit 4 bars, my end bar will be like scissors next multi.
Okay,
But like
interesting.
what I
Right,
finish
right, right.
on, he'll then say a multi to start the next bar. So it's quite a good way of doing it because you can just learn each other's bars better that way. But yeah, we
Okay.
were always like wanted to just put out quality, and then if there was something that I thought was not good enough, I wouldn't obviously put it in the round. So I didn't want
Hmm.
much filler. I just wanted like punch, 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 like stupid setup, like punch, 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 get a gun bar in there, like yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. Llama reference and
yeah,
just
just
yeah,
something that
yeah.
I'm known for, like, and just stick with it. There's no point in changing up your style if it's
No,
working.
oh God, no. No one wanted you to. You know what I mean? If you did like a real talk third, it's like
Yeah, exactly. Like
no
I'm
one's
gonna
to
get
hear
deep
that.
in this verse.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck
But
is he doing?
I mean, again, the whole shit comedians will see the heckler is very simple, but
Yeah,
I like that a lot,
yeah.
But the girl flies around the kid like the Oxfam ad.
Oh
This is
man,
quite a
yeah.
famous bar, I felt. This bar had a big impact.
Yeah, yeah, and that, again, like quite close to the bone there, but I
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed that when it came to performing. I kind of wanted to say the stuff that no one else would really have the balls to say.
Mm.
One, because I didn't give a fuck, and two, just because it's funny to me. If I like the bar, I'm gonna say it. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, that was received like really good. That bar, man. People still quote that quite a lot. So it's
I
one of
like
the
how you,
key comments on there. I used to read all the comments.
yeah. Oh, you got to, right? I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
a
Like,
lot of hate. Like I used to get loads of hate on the comments, but then you get like half and half. People like love the shit I do. That people literally hated it. So I used to get quite a kick out of both.
I get a kick out of the fact that you clown Shuffle's coat a lot, his pedo coat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He used to wear that like Mar from Home Alone coat, didn't
And you say, you clown his pedo coat, you say, you've got underage Asian chicks sending you pics. And then you say, you'll see the best of the Nina, like Simone's greatest hit.
he? Nina's mentioned again, yeah.
I love that expression, the best of the Nina. Like you'll see my greatest
Yeah,
gun work
you're only
with.
going to see the best of the gun, right?
Yeah. Oh man. Marlo's voice quite croaky. I don't know if you remember,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
bless him. I think he was
Mm.
ill before because I
Yeah,
remember
he was a
chatting to
little,
him.
yeah.
I remember chatting to him at the beginning, just briefly at the bar, and he was struggling a bit.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, yeah, I think I might listen to the interview you did with them, and he spoke about that.
Mm,
He was
mm.
had to go outside and like down a load of Lemsip or some
Oh
shit.
yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah, yeah, his voice was struggling at the end there.
yeah, and they like take you on your own terms. They clown you a bit. They do like a reverse gun bar in there first, which is actually about biscuits and it's not
Yeah,
about guns, which is
honestly, I was trying not to laugh the whole battle when they're performing. Like,
yeah.
I find them so funny, man. Honestly,
Yeah.
that bar Shuffle's got, I can't even remember what it is. It's an impractical move. That bar,
Mm,
you know
mm.
that
Okay,
one.
yeah, yeah. I can't quite
Um,
recall. Yeah, I know what
in
you're saying.
previous battles, you say your cheddar stacks to the roof, something like that. That bar used to honestly, if I watch that now, I can't stop laughing at that.
Yeah, they have a
Then
whole sequence about how much money you have, basically, and then how much money you don't
yeah,
have.
that's
Like,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, trying to keep a straight face in that battle was difficult.
And they really, I mean, this is a great battle for them. They really play with the stereotypes of battling here in a clever way. Like they end their second by saying there were some things we agreed we weren't going to talk about. Time.
Yeah, their third was the best
Oh
round.
yeah, exactly. The third as well. The whole synchronous thing. Like, talk to me about that. That was wild, right?
That was mad. That was when I was watching them like they've put more time into this than
Oh
we.
my. Well, their rehearsal game is
Yeah,
yeah immaculate.
but then Scissors bar about I wish I practiced as much, but I'd rather not be a virgin was
Oh,
such
of course. Very old school. Don't flop there. I love it.
such a good like rebuttal almost to that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, they killed it, man. I
They
mean, a lot
did.
of people thought if you're going to judge it, it's hard to judge that, but some people thought we won that. So
Again, a really good battle. Like,
it was good.
just great battle from both of you. And yeah, again, them playing with the whole conventions as well. Like they're doing this bit of a bar and it's like, your shit's like a cat. Why is that? And then Shuffle says, oh, I thought you were thinking of a punchline for that. Like that
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
sort of,
yeah. Their
yeah,
chemistry is insane, mate. Like,
it is. It is. And just, I mean,
do they still battle? Do you know? Do they still do two
yeah,
and twos and stuff?
yeah, yeah, yeah. In two and twos, I don't think they've done a two on two for a little while, but
Okay.
Marlo and Shuffle battle quite regularly. Marlo's battling on Don't Flop in like a few months, I think.
Wicked, man.
So
I'll
yeah.
have to watch it. Like, I will watch battles if it's someone I obviously am fan of or whatever.
Hmm.
But there's too much. I can't watch it
Oh,
all.
I mean, yeah, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. It's like,
Yeah, shout out to those guys. That was a classic as well.
of course, yeah. And like I say, people do recall the fact that they just do these, in synchronous motions there is kind of incredible. And the way
Yeah,
they play with it. And yes, so happy this battle went down. And I mean,
definitely.
this is the last two on two. Like, do you
Yeah,
and Sis ever like reminisce over some whiskey on the old days?
yeah,
Like,
we do. Like we always like that's probably our favorite two on two
yeah,
just because it was so funny. Um, yeah, we do reminisce about the battles sometimes. And like if we're like out and we're at a pub together or whatever, we'll
mm.
even sometimes have bars on our phone like the stuff we've
Oh,
come up.
still,
Yeah, still like
yeah,
just funny, ridiculous bars.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That would go down so good in a battle, and then, but I don't think we have any desire to do it again.
No, no, I guess
But
not.
yeah, I'm glad we were a part of it, man, because it was a good time.
Like a key. Okay, I say key. I don't. You want a key? I don't mean that in an offensive way, but like a very important, like much
Yeah,
loved part of it. You know what I mean? I feel like
yeah,
your
appreciate it.
legacy is cemented, definitely.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted to like because I knew around that time I didn't want to do it for much longer.
Mm,
But I thought going out with decent two on two, like the Shufflo one, was a good way to end it. Got some good views. Uh, and then I think going out with the Ogmios battle was a good way to end it as well because I
yeah.
enjoyed that battle so much.
Oh my God. Yeah, this was such, again, this is when I was really into Don't Flop. So I remember this vividly. I remember
Yeah,
this matchup coming out and just thinking it was completely inspired. Like, again, you hadn't had a solo battle for, 3 years, 2 years at this point.
yeah,
It'd all been two on twos.
yeah,
And yeah, I'm guessing the Ogmios, it just appealed to you, the matchup, because again, it's not someone who's going to take it too seriously, right? They can meet you on a sort of comedic level.
Yeah, I loved Ogmios battles. So
Genius, yeah.
so funny and just really clever. And Sis actually requested that battle to be set up.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I think he said to we were speaking to and was like, we want to get Wiz on this event. Was it Sunburn that
Sunburn too.
and I think he was messaging me, like both of them were saying, would you be interested in battling Ogmios? And then I was like, let me think about it. And then Sis sort of said a few more times you should battle him, it'd be a really good clash. And then I just agreed to do it. I was like,
Hmm.
why not? Let's do another one.
It's you know what's weird? It's sometimes you remember when battles came out or whatever. I
Yeah.
remember I was on holiday in Washington D.C.
No way.
and the battles were happening live because back then on Viewpoint, which was the Facebook group that used to
Yeah.
exist with Don't Flop, they would have live threads, which was very cool.
Sick.
And I remember there are some bars that you just never forget, and the whole getting bare head against the wall like a hunter's lodge. I remember reading that and like laughing hysterically at my phone when I hadn't even seen the battle. I was like, "That's genius!
Oh, so
I can
you just
hear
read it.
Wizard doing that
You
bar,
just
like
read it, right? You read it before seeing it.
yeah. I hadn't
That's
even heard it. I just
crazy.
read it, and it's like I don't know. Again, this battle, people love this battle, right? I mean.
Yeah, man. That's probably my second favorite after the Joker battle. Yeah, it was awesome. He was really fucking funny as well. Clash of Styles again,
He was super
that
funny.
worked.
Yeah.
Both not taking it crazy seriously, like both sarcastic as fuck as well, which works.
Oh, hell yeah. And it's like, what I like is he runs with the whole wizard thing. You know,
Yeah,
you're not from the
yeah,
wizard scene, you're not wizardly.
yeah,
We get the props as well. He draws for the stick and
yeah,
the
yeah,
pea shooter.
yeah. His going around gym on a Segway bar is one of my favorites.
I always loved what's a wizard built so hench to a wizard that built
Yeah,
Stonehenge.
that's fire.
Oh my
That's
God.
fire
Just
bar.
that. Yeah. It's laying
That's
down snares
classic.
don't mean you live the trap life, he says as well in the first.
That's it.
Uh, but okay, bare head against the wall. Like, did you know you're onto a winner with that bar? Because that's like
Yeah, that again, that was a bar I think I probably had in my phone. And I
right.
was like, I'm gonna put it in a battle. So I
Yeah.
had that punch, I think, for ages.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, I was like, how can I incorporate this? And then I thought I'd save it for that battle and put it in there. And again, I'd never obviously I liked the bar and I thought it was sick, but you never wanna like preempt the reaction like this is gonna go off
Hmm.
because if it doesn't, you'll be like, why are you not reacting to that? That's one of my best ones I got. But
Yeah.
if it goes off, it goes off, doesn't it? And yeah, that one went off. I find like if you build up the bars to the really haymaker punch, then it obviously goes off better.
Hmm.
Like with the Free Willy bar in that
Yes, the whale of a time.
yeah, that wouldn't have gone down so well if I didn't do the build up before,
True.
like so yeah, man. There's a
And
few.
the ATB smoke in the streets like
Oh
.com.
my god, yeah, a lot of EastEnders reference.
Yeah, a lot of EastEnders bars.
Again, British gun bars are what it's about.
Absolutely. And Wiz is more on the I'm a vegan tip of the second as well,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
threatens you to take you to Bermondsey to have a bean burger and all that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I mean, you talk about him being a lesbian going through chemo at the end
Oh,
as
fucking
well.
hell, yeah, yeah. I love those like really offensive bars where people react, laugh, and then you get half the crowd going, "Oh, like shouldn't have said that." Like, but it's still funny, Like the bar I've got in that with the I can't remember what it is. Oh, the don't know who to pop. The
The black children, your
yeah.
guns like a black.
I knew
That is
like
that is I wrote that down. I didn't know if I wanted to mention this on the episode. I was like,
I knew like when I had that bar, like some people are gonna hate that,
yeah.
but some people are gonna really like that. So just fucking say it. If you got something funny to say, I've always said it. So if
And
it's funny to me, I'm gonna say it.
yeah. And thus ends your final round of battle rap. And
Yeah.
has there been any requests since? Has there been any doubts on your part, or has it just been like
Like I think Urs hit me up a few times after that, asking if we want to battle two on twos or like a few solo
mm,
stuff. Um, but I've just never because my production was really taken off around then, and like I was so focused on that, I just couldn't put the time in to do another
yeah.
battle and didn't really have the desire to. But yeah, man, I'm glad I did it. I don't really, I'm not really about that anymore. So I still will watch like decent battles and stuff. But yeah, I had a few requests from people asking if I want to battle. I think Briggsy hit me up about battling ages ago on Premiere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any desire to really do it again, man.
No, fair enough. And like, there's lots of people in your position that were just titans back then that just, and I get it. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
long time
why
ago. It's
you've done
like
it? Like, yeah,
glad I done it. Like, and I
yeah,
don't know, it would probably go down well if I did it again to a few people. But
mm,
then you got to like, I don't see the point of just coming back for like one more battle. If you're going to come back, you want to come back, and you've got to be consistent to build
yeah.
this up again. You're going to
Well,
have
I
a
mean,
different
if
crowd,
you
man.
were to come back, like hypothetically, who would you like? Are there anyone you'd really like to battle? Anyone you wish you battled back then, or
Probably like someone from back then who I just thought was funny, like O'Shea. Like I've always wanted to.
O'Shea versus Wizard would have been
That would
great.
be funny as fuck, I think.
Yeah,
Because I just would want to battle someone that I'm a fan of and I think's hilarious. Really,
yeah.
like
He's got his final battle soon.
no shit.
O'Shea's last battle.
Really, who's he
Yeah.
battling?
A guy you probably might not be aware of, Kingsley Thunder. He's a Scouse guy, but
Oh, cool. That's his last
he's a great
run.
battler. He's an upcoming battler. Well, he's established, but yeah, Osha's kind of officially said he's hanging up the boots. So
Crazy. Has he been like consistent as well for, or did he take breaks?
he's been battling fairly regularly, but he's had a few performances lately, unfortunately, where he's just kind of not been
Right.
into it and not. But he still had some like he battled Briggsy a few years ago, which was
Cool.
like a real return to form, really strong battle. If you want to check out a recent
Will
funny
do,
battle,
man. Yeah,
but
I need some good stuff to watch. Like sometimes Sis will send me links to a few URL and KOTD stuff. And
mm.
so I do watch a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love O'Shea, man. Him versus Sis is one of my favorite battles too.
Well, of
Love
course,
that.
yeah. But I
Was in
mean,
the background, yeah.
so the I guess finally then we'll just wrap up with a few quick fire questions. Your
Okay.
favorite battles that you're not in? Is there any like off the top of your head?
Um, definitely Conceited and Kruger.
Hmm.
O'Shea says, are you talking about Don't Flop or?
Well, any really, yeah, any
Yeah.
league.
Luna and O'Shea
Of
was
course, yeah.
classic. Um, but yeah, those three stand out, and then loads of shuffle battles. I always used to watch them.
Yeah.
URL stuff. There's loads, man. I even like the old ones, like the Math and Iron Solomon
Oh, of
battles.
course, like
So
the
good.
OG,
That's
like
what got me into watching it a lot.
hmm.
Was that battle?
Yeah, yeah.
I love loads of people, man. Like Conceited, I was obsessed with Pause back then. He was the reason I used to write gun bars like Conceited.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah, can see his
love his
legend.
battles. Yeah, loads, mate, loads. KOTD got some classics. I think I actually wrote down because I knew you were going to ask me this question. Bear with me.
Okay, let's go. Rep game still on
KOTD,
point.
KOTD. My favorite battle on there is probably B Magic and Rum Nitty. If you haven't seen it,
Of course I've seen that. Yeah, I love that
just
battle.
insane. Like,
Yeah. It won't ever end when I've got it infinity or whatever that
oh
bar
my
is. Like,
god,
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
like
crazy.
mad and Conceited, dumbfounded. I fucking
Oh
love.
yeah, that was a really good battle. Yeah.
I watched that again recently. It was awesome,
Yeah,
man.
that's like I think got so many views. Might be their most viewed battle or one of their most
Yeah,
viewed battles.
because you
Yeah.
got the Asian fan base there is just mad for dumbfounded, isn't it?
Oh my God, what a legend.
Um, yeah, so I wrote down for Don't Flop It, Kruger conceited because I think I was there at that event. That was
Mm.
so good.
Yeah,
Like,
that was yeah.
and then URL, the stuff that stands out. I love Pat Stay, Danny Myers,
Yes,
fine.
that's a great battle.
Rum Nitty and Av. Have you seen
I,
that?
I love that battle. Yeah, love
Av's
that
really
battle.
really underrated as well. He's got
Av is brilliant. No, I'm a
yeah
big
yeah.
fan of Av.
And Sharon Shotgun Shug
Yeah.
is
Oh
so
my God,
funny to me.
taking a shotgun to school. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's such a clash as well. And he taps his pockets. I love
Oh,
that.
it's great. Yeah.
I love Sharon. He's awesome, man.
Yeah, no, yeah. Sharon's killer.
Been at it
Sharon's
a long
killer.
time.
What about your favorite film? What's your favorite film?
One film.
Well, give us a few then. Give us a few.
Okay, top of my head, Rocky Four.
Rock. Okay, Rocky Four.
You weren't expecting that.
No, it wasn't. Good choice.
Three or four. Rocky three or four. Literally, if it's
Yeah.
on, I'm watching it or
Oh, of
whatever.
course. Yeah,
Love
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love The Shining horror. I
Mm-hmm.
love horror films like they're my favorite.
Okay.
Um, Scarface, classic.
Mm-hmm.
But But yeah, man, I
All
watched
right.
films a lot. But yeah, if I'm gonna say my favorite film ever, it's probably Rocky Four. I just fucking love it, mate.
I love it. I love that. And finally, your favorite musical act that is in no way hip hop related. And I know you produce a lot, so you probably
Yeah.
got a lot of to
Okay,
draw
I'm
from.
gonna
But
say Lana Del Rey
Lana Del Rey, okay, let's go.
because I sampled her loads like back in
Right.
the day, so I've listened to like all her albums. She's amazing, mate. I love
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Interesting
so
choice.
yeah, all like I love old R&B as well. Like I love old R&B groups like Drew Hill and Jodeci and stuff like that. I listen to that shit now. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but yeah, non-hip hop related, I'd say Lana Del Rey or like The Weekend. I love The
Oh, The
Weekend.
Weekend, cool, cool. Well, I guess finally your music then, like, how do people get at it? How do people get
Yeah,
at
you
you, you
just
know?
put in all my handle for everything is Wizard Beats UK, all one
Mm-hmm.
word, and you'll find me. So, or just put Wizard into Spotify, and then you'll see me. But yeah, man, appreciate everyone who listens to my beats. Yeah, lucky to be able to do this full time now. So,
Yeah, that's incredible, man. That's so
been a
fucking
long
good.
time
So
coming, but yeah, just Google Wizard Beats UK, and you'll see my music everywhere, man. So, or YouTube, just look for me, you'll find me.
all right, and we'll put the links down below, of course. But
Appreciate it.
Wiz, thanks again for your time, man. This has been fun going through.
No worries, man. Appreciate it, and keep doing what you're doing. I'm a big fan of the show. You're going to be bringing it back and doing some more stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of people booked in. Yeah,
Yeah.
so going to be chatting to a lot of people, old and new.